joining me for another Side Destiny Daily Dose. Decide to keep that fire lit. As you're going through life, and you've got your goals, you've got your dreams, you've got your values set up, and you're striving and striving and striving, there's going to be times where you overwhelm yourself. There's going to be times where you are, challenging yourself, push yourself too hard, or maybe you miss a day, you miss a routine, or you're not quite at your optimal performance. You might even get up and every day be fired, pumped up, or at some point in your day you do crush it. But maybe some days you get up and you just, questioning, why am I here? What am I doing? Where am I going? What's the point of this? A lot of people, even really successful, famous people, get up and they sometimes they question, oh, what am I doing? What am I doing again? What am I doing all this for again? What am I putting all this effort in for? Why? A lot of business owners understand this. Most people in life understand this. Why am I getting up and going to school for another day if I can't stand? Why am I going to this job if I just, those questions come up. And you can lose that spark. You can lose that inner fire that when you got started at that first job, and you can look at the first job for it. When you get started at the first job, your clothes are out, everything's pressed, your breakfast is ready, everything's going. You're impressing, and you're impressing on others the optimal, you, the greatest, you, the all the potential and the power and the inner greatness in your heart and soul that you're bringing out. You're actually impressing that on other people for maybe the first 2 weeks or for only a certain amount of time, right? And then eventually, things start to fade, things start to wane, and what happens? Your values kind of diminish. The target, the moving target hasn't been moved. You're still there. You're still all right. I've experienced this. My consciousness, my subconscious experienced this, and there's really nothing there left for me. You lose that fire, you lose that spark. You need to keep it, lit. You need to keep it alive. There's this great, bit of history that we can take from, and history is really good at, teaching us things that can be used as dichotomies, can be used as oxymorons, can be used as philosophies for life. Little bits and pieces of history and what happened. And there's this thing from ancient Rome. It was the sacred fire of Vesta, the sacred fire of Vesta. And what they believed in the sacred fire of Vesta was this burning fire that was continually burning all the time in Rome. And they believed so much in keeping that fire lit that if it was ever to go out, if the fire was ever to go out, then they believed Rome would fall. They believed it would be an extinction level event. That if that fire was to go out, if for some reason, that's it for Rome. They're done. So that's a pretty intense way to look at things, but you got to think about, what happens when you don't have that fire lit inside you. You don't have that fire lit in your heart and soul. You don't have that fire lit in the purposes, the passion, the reason why you're doing that. The reason that you're continuing, the reason that you're teething and struggling and back and forth, and you've got other pressures, you've got establishment or systems or different sort of things to contend with. You've got different people's perspectives, opinions, authorities over yourself, and all these exterior things, and you're not bringing power back to yourself. And that's how you can keep the fire lit, is if you bring power back to yourself. Because what do you really have power over? You have power over your actions. You have power over what you decide. You have power over the energy that you're emitting into the world, into the universe. So keep that in mind when you're going out into today, when you're going out and you're going, if only I had kept that routine up for 3 more weeks, then I would have been able to, be a part of that marathon, or would have been able to, do that course or do this. That's okay. This is all learning. These are all learnings, but keep at it. Keep focused on keeping that fire lit, and it doesn't go out until you totally give up. So think of it like that sacred fire of Vesta. Keep it lit. Yeah, there might be times where it's dim. There might be times where it's not raging fire. It's not roaring fire like it was when you first started writing the book, when you first opened your business, when you first got in the relationship, or whatever it was. The fire might not be raging. It might be, a little flicker, but keep that flicker alive, because that flicker, with the right materials, with the right investment, with the right attributes, can rage and roar once again. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that one. Share it around with anyone who you felt this message really resonated with or could resonate with, or maybe some people that, were very successful 2 years ago, a year ago, 6 months ago, and are starting to, get tired or energetically sapped. You don't want to be at the end of the gates of heaven and realize that you left so much out in the field. You want to really squeeze all the juice out of life and really put it out in the field. Guys, always remember, don't lose the present. The present is yours. Pull that future forward to you. Pull that future forward in your life. Don't lose the present. And as always, guys, remember, decide your destiny. Cheers.